Hi guys! We are here again. Isn't this crazy? I didn't publish a video in English on YouTube in like, I think maybe 6 months or more. That's crazy because I was publishing in Czech for a little bit, but I realized that I just love speaking in English in my videos. So here I am and I have a major life update. I will be doing my makeup in the meantime because I want to take some pictures for my CV. Oh yeah, she's a businesswoman now, but let's start chronologically. I also have my matcha, which is so yummy. I love a vanilla matcha. The last few months I was really focusing on graduating high school, so that meant taking a lot of tests and basically like studying a bunch. And the day before yesterday I actually graduated. It was a process, guys. It was a process. I had to obviously do some like major tests and exams that were really big, but the most important part was the oral test, which like in the Czech Republic there's, I feel like, a lot of pressure for this test because it's like a famous thing obviously, and like everybody like expects you to do it, and you know everybody has done it in the past, and it's just like it's a lot. And in the school that I was in, they do not make it easier, girl. They do not make it easier. You literally have to, first of all, there are state tests and state exams that we have to take. Those are super chill, or at least for me they were like the easiest thing ever because I went to a school that was pretty strict, so I knew everything basically without even studying, so it was a really good thing. They also made some school tests for us, which is like, that is not necessary, nobody has to do that, but our school was like, yeah, let's make their life a little harder. That's exactly what they did. And now we had to like do like actual school tests that were like 1,000 times harder. We had to do some writing, which I think that's actually like a state thing, but then for like the subjects, so I was doing biology, law, and then Czech and English obviously. But Czech and English you have to just write an essay, that's like fine, but biology and law I was like, ooh. No, honestly I was stressed by biology, but I got a 2, I think, so that's pretty good. I was really proud of that, but it wasn't the easiest thing I did. Well, and after that you have to do the oral exam, which honestly like you should have a lot of time to prepare for, and I was kind of like, I was thinking about it and I was like, am I sad that I didn't like study for as long as I wish, like, you know, because you could study really for a long time because we knew all like the questions and what we would have to say and learn. But on the other hand, I also had to do these huge tests, so it was kind of like you cannot really not study for those if you want to pass. So it was like I didn't actually have time. Like, it feels like I had so much time to study and actually have like a lot of knowledge, but that's not really true. Like, that's not really true. So yeah, I studied kind of last minute. I was studying for like 2 weeks straight for this big exam, oral exam, and it was really stressful. Like, I literally, and it was also really depressing because I was like, I woke up, I went study, like I literally didn't do anything else. So it was like really intense and also really stressful because like if I wouldn't pass this, also another update, I wouldn't go to the Netherlands to actually go to university. I think like a month ago or maybe 2, I don't know, basically some time ago, I got accepted to the university I applied to. I actually applied only to 2 universities, like not even a Czech one, because I was like, I don't really want to go to a Czech university, so I only applied to the Netherlands. And I applied to 2 universities and I got to the second one, but it was my prioritized one, so I got to basically the one that I wanted. And that's crazy because I like actually took a pretty big risk, I feel like, because I didn't apply to any other ones, and that's pretty crazy that it worked out. So I'm really grateful. And if I wouldn't pass this exam, because usually you have actually like 2 or 3 tries, like if I wouldn't pass now, I could do it in September, but the thing is, by then I wouldn't be able to go to Netherlands because they are starting in September. I'm pretty sure they do not accept you if you do not pass now. So it was a bit stressful in that sense. I was like, what would I do if I wouldn't do this exam well? Like, that was a big stress factor and also a big motivator. Anyways, the day off, I actually woke up in the morning. We have to read like 25 books to pass this exam, or like to talk about it also, and I didn't read all of them. I read most of them but like 5, no, actually I read almost all of them. I think I didn't read one, and then the second one I was doing the morning of, and I was basically watching a movie that would like tell me all about it. So that was good enough, and I was pretty like okay with it. And so I got ready and everything, and then I went because I usually take the subway or like the metro, and there is never like a complication with it. I had like 20 minutes to lose, so like if I would potentially be late, I could be like late 20 minutes, and that's the peak. And I go to the metro station, and they're like, oh yeah, the metro is actually not going to my school. And I'm like oh, that's lovely, actually. That's amazing, because I'm like having an exam that's like really important, and like that's nice. So luckily my dad actually got me, which he like doesn't really do often. Like sometimes he catches me because we go like in the same direction to work and school, so we sometimes meet, but we sometimes do not. And this time we did, and that was like the luckiest thing that could have happened, because like otherwise I would be so screwed, because I do not have like internet on my phone because I've used it all. Like data, I don't have that because I've used it all. So I couldn't like call an Uber or something. Like I couldn't really figure it out, you know. And he was there, he called an Uber. We got to like the station that actually worked, and I got to school like the minute I was supposed to be there. So it was like basically perfect. But that was like crazy, because if I wouldn't be on time, I basically wouldn't be able to take the test, and that would be just awful, and I wouldn't pass. And like all my hard like studying sort of would just go to like out the door, because like, you know, no one cares. Like nobody cares if you're not there. Like what? So that was crazy. We told my mom, and she was like, I would probably have a heart attack. And I was like, yeah, like I almost did have a heart attack, because I'm not really like a stressed person. Like I can stress myself out sometimes, but it's not like I'm not freaking out necessarily. Like I was freaking out a little bit, but it wasn't like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like no, I was like, okay, that's awful, but let's figure it out, you know. And she's like that, like she's also really practical, but you know, she was like, I would probably lose my mind. And I was like, yeah, I almost did. And my dad was like, ooh. And he told me like later that he was freaking out as well. Like yeah, just a crazy situation, honestly. But we got there, and yeah, I think that's everything that went wrong. Like other than that, I wasn't picking like my questions, because we have like 25 questions that you have like a bunch of material to study from, and each question is like, I don't know, like in biology it's like I don't know, 15 pages long. In Czech it's like 2 pages, but you have a bunch of authors, and you have grammar, and you have to read the book. For law it's like 10 pages I think per question. So it's like a question means like a topic basically, and you can like pick them out basically based on luck, which is also like, what is that? What do you mean? But I wasn't necessarily like the luckiest I could have been. I think like I could have picked some that I knew like super well, and like some that I knew like really well, but overall I think I did pretty okay with my picking. For example, in Czech I was pretty lucky. In English I was super not lucky, actually. That was awful. I got a pretty bad grade because of it. It was like a book that I really didn't ever understand, like, and it was like 2 questions that I really didn't want, and this was one of them. So yeah, I think now that the teacher thinks I'm super like underprepared, but I swear like I would have done a way better job if I would get the chance. But it's fine, like it's whatever, I passed. And then biology, I got the best, like of the best, truly. Like it wasn't even like in my head that I could get that question. Like I just kind of forgot about it, and then I got it. I was like, that's probably the best question I could have gotten, and it was really good. I got a 1 from that, which I'm so proud of. Like that's honestly my peak. Never doing biology again probably. Well, I'm gonna study psychology, so I'll probably need to know all about the brain and stuff like that. But you know, other than that, I will never know anything about like bacteria and crazy things like that probably ever again. But I got ecology. That is the best topic. You can just yap about like biomes and random stuff, and it's so good. Like it's so good. And yeah, I was really happy with that. From law, I got like an okay question because I read it before I went there, and so I passed luckily, because if I wouldn't read it, I don't know if I would pass it. Like that was not the best. I had a tactic for my preparation that I was really studying Czech and biology, nothing else really. So like English and law was pure like improv, truly, because I am not that bad in any of those. Like I can do English, I can, like I knew I could just like pass English if I tried really hard, and even if I got like the worst of the worst, which I did, I would pass. I thought that, and I did pass, like with a really bad grade. I think the worst passable grade, but that's life. Like I don't really care. Like if I would study for like that instead of like Czech and biology, I don't think I would pass that. Like you cannot improvise knowing authors and knowing some biology stuff. Like not in my case. I cannot do that as an improv. Like I really cannot. That was my story. I was pretty sad about Czech because I got a really bad grade from Czech, and I thought I ate. Like I thought I would have a 1, and I got a 4. And 1 is the best, 5 is the worst not passable, 4 is the worst passable grade, and I got that. And I was like really sad about it because I thought I did a good job. I did do great, I think, on the book, also on the literature, and I thought also on the grammar, but apparently not the grammar, which sucks because I actually studied that and I could have done better. So like I think the grammar could be like a 3, but like the rest is, in my opinion, a 1. So like why did I get a 4? I don't know, but it's fine. I'm not gonna like do a scene about it because I don't really care. Like at this point I don't care if I'm accepted to my school. I don't give a fuck. Like I do not give a fuck. Like I'm happy, okay? I'm happy. So that was the story, and now the next stop is basically changing my look. So I dyed my hair yesterday, no, the day before yesterday. That was the day of the exam, so I was like, actually I'm sad. Like I'm miserable because of Czech. So I was like, let me make myself happier. So I bought hair dye, which honestly that was not like a crazy decision. I actually had it planned for a pretty long time, okay? So it's not like, oh, crazy spontaneous. No, I planned that. And my mom was like, okay, I'm gonna dye your hair today, and I was like, oh my god, thank you. And we went to get dinner, celebration of course, with my new hair which was beautiful. Like, and I'm gonna get a piercing tomorrow. I'm getting an eyebrow piercing, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna probably vlog it. I'm actually doing a big vlog from like the last month or 2, so I'm probably gonna put it in there if I'm not gonna do like a super individual vlog for the piercing. But yeah, that's gonna be super exciting. I wanted to do that also for a pretty long time, and I cannot wait. Like imagine me with a piercing in my eyebrow. It's gonna eat so hard. And the next stop is basically getting a part-time job because I want to make some money before I go to the next country that I'll be living in, which is the Netherlands. And I'm gonna be living in Rotterdam, which I'm so excited. I actually visited last summer, so your girl already like knows where I'm going. You know, like it would be crazy to move to a city that I was never in. That was actually the second option, but I didn't get there, so I'm going to my city. Like it's gonna be so cool. I'm gonna live alone for the first time. I actually have three roommates. We are 4 in like an apartment. I have no idea what even like their gender is, so please at least one girl. No, I really believe that it's gonna work out and like the best I can, and I'm gonna just have the best roommate. I really believe that is gonna be the case. But yeah, I'm gonna be basically living away from my family, which is crazy. That's crazy. I've never done that, obviously, and it's just gonna be like a crazy thing. And I'm gonna attend university, which is insane. I'm gonna study psychology, which is crazy. And basically now it's like just like a dream. Like I'm living a dream now. Just so cool, and I cannot wait, honestly. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be probably moving in August, so August is booked. Until then, I'm gonna probably work my ass off and get some money because I need that to make it nice there, and also to, you know, have some security a little bit. And yeah, it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so fun. I cannot wait. Like, I'm so excited, and it's gonna be the craziest thing ever. Like, it's gonna be probably a lot of, I feel like there are gonna be a lot of lows or a lot of highs, or both, honestly. Like, I'm not mad about either because, you know, I've never lived alone. Like, it's probably gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a lot of like reality checks, but it's gonna be also really exciting and so fun, and I cannot wait. Like, I truly cannot wait. So I'm gonna obviously document everything. You are going to see everything, and it's gonna be so fun, and I cannot wait for the next chapter to start. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's the life update. I don't think I need, or I don't think I have anything else to share. I am in a week or so, I'm going actually to like the graduation. We kind of have it like in an American style, so we are going to have like those hats and like the crazy clothing. It's gonna be actually wild, but I'm so excited. Like, there's like honestly goals, like I always wanted to do it. Like, it's crazy. We don't do that in the Czech Republic, so it's a little bit weird for here, but it's also really fun. And then we are going to party. Yeah, we're gonna party. I might party even before that, but like, who knows. So yeah guys, if you are in like exam season and like a stressful time overall, I just wish you guys the best, and you can do it. You will go and succeed, and I'm so proud of you. You are doing amazing. I can't wait to see us both really grow. And yeah, that is it for the video. I'm gonna finish my makeup look and I'm gonna show you the result, and I hope my CV pictures turn out amazing. Okay guys, I straightened my hair, put on a better outfit, and this is the look. I hope you like it. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you hopefully in my next video. Bye.